Sister Meeple here with my Kickstarter pick of the week, Endogenesis. The moment I saw this campaign, I was blown away by the gorgeous graphical design, and I thought, I hope the gameplay is just as good. Endogenesis was designed by David Go, and he created much of the beautiful art for it as well. This is his first Kickstarter campaign, but he has backed quite a few campaigns in the past, and I didn't see any red flags or indications that he might not deliver on this project. I don't know if I've ever seen a creator so active in the Kickstarter comments either. The Endogenesis campaign launched on August 8th, and it funded in only 2 hours. It ends on Friday, September 7th. In Endogenesis, each player is a cosmic being in an alternate universe. In this universe, you are striving for dominance over the other cosmic beings, which you demonstrate by defeating legendary monsters which are threatening your home. If you defeat 3 legendary monsters, you win the game. Endogenesis takes 1 to 2 hours to play. The listed minimum age is 13, although I think slightly younger players might also do well. The basic game principles are simple. Flip over a card, and if it's a monster, you can fight it. If it's an event, do what it says. Place cards in front of you to increase your power and abilities. The iconography is also pretty easy to pick up, unlike some games. Brace for the galaxy, I'm thinking of you. However, the simple game principles are not so simple to play. The strategy for optimizing each turn can be quite complex, so I understand the age recommendation. You can play the game with 1 to 5 players. There is a solo mode, and the primary game mechanism is tableau building. This means that you are placing and upgrading items on the table in front of you, similar to games like 7 Wonders or San Juan. Unless you are playing the solo variant, the game is competitive, and you can directly attack your opponents as well as the monsters. So, if you're not a fan of head-to-head competition, this may not be the game for you. There are 3 primary decks in the game. The first is a Realm of Knowledge, from which each player draws their skills and artifacts, which they can use to attack or defend. The second deck is the Realm of Wonder. As you reach certain health levels, you are gifted with one of these powerful single-use cards. The third deck is the Realm of Chaos. This realm spawns the monsters which you will fight, as well as events and distortions which affect the players or the state of the board. Let's take a closer look at the Realm of Knowledge. Cards from this realm will fall into one of 6 classes. Each class has its strengths and weaknesses. If you have played 4 cards from a single class in front of you, and you have a Glyph of Ascension card in your hand, you can gain the class matching the cards in front of you, which will give you a special bonus. Once you choose a class, you cannot change it. After you have gained a class, you can still equip skills from other classes. They will replace the ones already in front of you. It is also worth noting that each card from the Realm of Knowledge has a dual purpose. You can discard cards to give you the energy you need to activate your special abilities. The first class in the Realm of Knowledge is Organic. This class focuses on health restoration, which makes you very hard to kill. However, it doesn't give much in the way of attack bonuses, and it has a somewhat weaker endgame. The second class is Mythic. This class focuses on combos and single target damage, which makes it vulnerable to the luck of the draw, and less efficient at multi-target damage. The third class is Mechanic. This class is very versatile, and cards from this class often give you a choice between 2 abilities or actions. It is also good at disrupting opponents. However, this class requires more skill to play, and is weaker in the endgame. The fourth class is Entropic. This class is all about damage. It has high damage, high energy costs, and stuns, but no reacts, which are the cards that allow you to respond to your opponent's attacks. So, it provides little defense. The fifth class is Cosmic. This class excels at multi-target damage and monster combat. However, it is weak against single targets, especially other players. The sixth class was unlocked through a stretch goal and is called Formless. This class is somewhat of a mystery for now. What makes me excited about these classes is that they are new and different. They aren't fighter, priest, rogue, mage. Don't get me wrong, I love the classic role-playing classes, but they've been used over and over. The classes in this game are fresh, and I can't wait to discover how they stack up against each other and interact with each other. From what I hear, you can make some killer combinations in this game with careful skill selection. The gameplay looks like it has great depth and replayability. With all of the different classes and skills, as well as the variety of chaos cards, each game is going to be distinctly different. And it's going to be a lot of fun to try out different strategies to see which approach works for me. For a more complete and in-depth look at the gameplay, check out one of the available gameplay videos. I will list some links in the video description below. The components in this game include a neoprene game mat, a custom box insert which looks very nice, and foiled class cards. Like many other backers, I do wish that the shards and prisms were made of acrylic crystals instead of cardboard, but I understand the reasons behind David's decision not to do that. He has explained that it would make the production more complicated and impact the game's weight and size, and he also said that having punch card tokens would allow him to have more control over the design and aesthetic of the tokens. I completely respect that. If I decide to, I can upgrade the tokens into crystals myself. There are plenty of options available. Backers have also been clamoring for individual player mats. They are not being offered in this campaign because David didn't want to limit the possible design space of future expansions. Keeping the player areas flexible gives him a lot more options in the future, and I'm all for that. But for those who really want individual player mats, David has generously provided a PDF you can use to get your own mats printed. Check out update number 7 on the Kickstarter page for more information about that. There have been plenty of stretch goals achieved, as you can see here, and there's only one social stretch goal up at the moment, but hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 more before the end of the campaign. There aren't any specific elements of the game that are designated as Kickstarter exclusives, but at this time the entire game is a Kickstarter exclusive. You can see the shipping costs here. Shipping costs to the USA and Singapore are very reasonable, and shipping costs to the European Union have been recently reduced to be similar to those for other foreign countries. The fulfillment estimate for this project is quite conservative at October of 2019. From the timeline David posted in the comments, I estimate he will be done about 2 months early, by August of 2019. If you haven't guessed already, I am absolutely backing this campaign. The art is gorgeous and the gameplay looks great. I don't think I've ever been this excited about a Kickstarter tabletop game. If you feel the same way, I hope you're already backing it.